Welcome back to May the Best House Win. And today we're in Rossendale in Lancashire, where 4 proud homeowners are battling it out in the hope of grabbing a grand. For our next viewing, we head to the home of 58-year-old midwifery lecturer Alison Holt.
Hi, welcome to my house. Would you like to come in?
Well, that's why we're here. Alison's picturesque 1860s stone farmhouse boasts 4 bedrooms, a country kitchen, a cosy lounge, conservatory, reception room and a Victoriana bathroom.
I've lived in this house for 21 years. I would say the house was comfortable, it's homely and my comfort blanket.
Ah.
Hi, welcome to my kitchen. This is my favourite room in the house. It's a big room with plenty of seating and space. It's got lots of storage and I like my cooker the best. I do a lot of baking, I quite like decorating cakes and things like that, only for friends and family.
Just in case the tax inspector's watching.
This is my bedroom and it's my sanctuary. It's a place that I come to for peace and quiet.
I think most people do, Alison.
Well, certainly I used to when all the children lived here. I love the home because it's got lots of memories for me. It's been a fantastic family home.
Oh, that's nice. But I'm welling up, so show us the rest of the house.
Now, my house contains lots of ornaments that I've collected over the years from various places I've visited. And these are just some of the things that I collected when I was in Japan.
Yes, Alison's a lady who likes a knick-knack or two.
There was lots of little shops that we could go in and just pick up little bits of memorabilia.
You should have put a few down, you know.
This is my favourite picture in the house. I saw it for sale in a shop and it was too expensive for me. And I just used to go in the shop and look at it. And then it was in the sale, but it was still too expensive. But I just decided to buy it on a whim.
Should have used your credit card. Well, at least the beautiful views were free.
The house was surrounded by Leylandii trees as well, so we chopped all the trees down.
Whatever did she do with the evidence?
I think the house deserves to win simply because of its character. It's a home and not a show house. It's always nice to win a competition, and I must admit I am quite competitive and I'm confident that people will like it.
Now, every mother thinks their baby is beautiful, but will the other contestants agree Alison's home is the bonniest of the lot? What are they expecting?
Could be a little bit more traditional than the last 2 houses that I've seen.
Maybe cottagey a bit. Lots of fluffy cushions.
I think Alison's house is going to be quite quirky. I think it'll be quite well kept. I can see it being very well organised, quite formal.
Back at the house, Alison's setting the table. That must be Simon's place with the glasses. But if there's any trouble, Alison has a plan.
And if anybody gets out of hand, I've got a handy weapon here.
Outside, the guests have arrived to poke around Alison's house.
Looks very familiar to me. Just reminds me of something.
Amityville. Do you not think when you look at the front there, it looks haunted? It looks like a gravestone to me,
That does a little bit.
Yeah. Even the cat looks scary.
So, a frightfully bad start for Alison. They're like a gaggle of witches, this lot, and it doesn't take them long before they put the house on trial inside either.
It does remind me when I moved into my property.
I bet, yeah.
Absolutely, this is like a bit of a throwback.
So do you think it needs doing up then?
Yes, definitely.
Can I just check, Karen? Did you say 2 sugars?
Oh, hello, Alison.
2 sugars, please.
2 sugars for you and none for
No
me.
sugar, thanks.
Butter wouldn't melt.
Absolutely. No disrespect, but absolutely.
Cue the welcome speech.
Welcome to my house. I'd like you to look round my house. Simon, keep out my knicker drawer. OK, so enjoy it.
At least she kept it brief. After that smooth delivery, Alison leaves the ward and visiting hours begin for her guests inside.
Fireplace, I think, is great. It's a good reproduction. And the clock.
I love the clock.
I love
that. Yeah.
That's an original mark.
I mean, Karen, if you got a handbag large enough, I'm just wondering whether we can just sneak this one out.
She probably wouldn't miss it.
I'm not so sure about all these ornaments on here. To me, knick-knack means clutter. Sorry.
She likes knickknacks, doesn't she? Lots of knickknacks there, knickknacks in there. Few too many knickknacks. And unusual for me to see a print on a carpet in 2011.
Saucer of milk, please, for the lady in leopard print.
Really cosy field, but for me, it feels like I've gone back to my mum's house.
Like visiting your auntie or visiting somebody.
Your great-gran.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
Great-gran, she's not that old.
That's decent glazing.
Yeah.
Because look how close we are to the road.
Exactly.
You can't hear a whisper outside.
It's a good job she can't hear you either. After all that bitching, next is the kitchen.
Oh, this is nice. Oh, I like this.
Yes, this is more like
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely better.
Don't mind if I do. Just notice the pastries there.
You can imagine nice roast dinners round that table. Christmas parties.
This interior seems to match better with the exterior.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Charming. So it's like Amityville.
And it's like teddy bear, what do you call it? 3 bears, chairs. Yeah. I've not seen those for a while.
Who's been eating my croissants?
Yeah.
You have.
I'm not so sure about that door though.
No, that's a bit of a shame. You could put a curtain over it.
You could, yeah.
Make it more cottagey.
You could.
Into the second lounge, and there's yet another style.
Well, this is cosy.
Oh, this is lovely. What a lovely room. Quite a modern feel to this, isn't there?
Yeah, it's a different. It seems like you're almost in a different house here.
Yeah. 70s curtains, 70s pattern.
But it's a much more modern carpet in here though.
Yeah.
It's much more modern, I would say, more 90s carpet.
Yeah.
Seems Khan can picture himself living here.
I think the location's fab.
Yeah.
It's a fab location. For me, I see this as a scope for somebody in the future to make it even
Somebody
bigger
like
and
yourself.
maybe bigger and better, definitely.
Really?
Maybe I put an offer in afterwards.
So will the bathroom clinch the deal?
Wow.
Ooh, very nice.
So like a Victorian bathroom, black and white, tile.
But now Khan's beginning to run hot and cold.
I'm not sure about this room, to be honest with you. It's got a height here. There's plenty of height in this section. There's no height here. And I would like to have a bit of height in the shower.
Looks like the offer's going down the pan.
Look at the toilet system. Oh, I love these.
Wow.
Can I flush it?
Yes, you can. Maybe the bedroom will reawaken Khan's interest.
Ah, so I like that lampshade. Look at
This is
that.
modern again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Downstairs is quite busy.
Yeah.
And up here and at the back of the house it becomes more contemporary.
Yeah.
And even the curtains here, this is quite contemporary
I
as well.
like that. I like that.
Something's getting up the guest's nose.
Matching air fresheners. That's a nice touch, that. Yeah.
And it seems the lure of a drawer and open cupboard is too much for DJ Simon.
I don't think you should be looking.
If Simon chooses to go through my knicker drawer, be it at his own peril.
Now then, what's that all about?
Is that a back massage thing?
Don't know. Turn round, we'll give it a whirl.
I think as a group, I think we've gelled quite well together, but there's always one person on the group who's a little bit different, and I think Simon once again shone through as being slightly different.
Different? Well, that's one way of describing him.
There you go.
I'm not sure what that was, and only he would make it rude. It's probably something really innocent. Is it not a toy?
It is a toy, yes. Well,
No, I don't mean...
you had a similar one underneath your bed, but yours was black.
did not.
Steady on, Simon. With the tour of Alison's house now over, the guests are treated to a light brunch.
Alison, this isn't for the cats, this one, is it?
No.
No.
Some people don't like couscous, so I just left some separate.
I'm only joking.
Now it's time to find out what the guests really thought of our midwifery lecturer's home. Was it domestic bliss, or did it fail to deliver?
When I first stood outside the house, I must admit, I wondered what am I actually going to find in there. But it's got character. I think that's a good word to sum up Alison's house. Character.
I feel quite sad that it's not got children in it now. It needs to have life back in it again. It's time for somebody to get hold of this and turn it into something fantastic for a family.
The clash of styles, the 70s kind of interior, the various rooms with mix of modern and old, I don't think it really complemented the house, as a structure.
Ooh, well, compliments aside, let's have those scores.
Alison, your house is warm, cosy, with character, just like you. Mwah. For that reason, I'm going to give you a Super 7.
Alison, this is a beautiful period property, but missing the charm. For that, I will give it a 5.
Alison, fab kitchen, wonderful views, just a little bit dated for me. I'll give it a 6.
So that gives baby expert Alison a score of 18. Sadly, she just didn't push hard enough to reach first place. Still to come, it's Simon's shrine to the 70s with some fine food and some terrible dancing.
This is why I feel more for the neighbours.
Yeah.